back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, it's Rosen. Left side complete, Seferian-Jenkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Here's Rosen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Roth, blitz coming, and down he goes.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Chargers. 43 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Off the play fake. Roth. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Roth, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wrong. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Roth. And that'll be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Roth, and caught by Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gun, 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 gun.
To throw on 2nd down. Roth. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
To throw on third down. Roth buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Third and long here for Rosen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roth trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now it's Rosen. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Rosen will throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Davante Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Roth. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Roth. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now it's Rosen looking. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action here with Rosen. And Adams has it complete. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Caught. Safarian Jenkins right side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Off play action. Roth. Being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go. Here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Roth. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Rosen on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Going deep here for Landry. And this is taken in at the 5. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Jones. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Looking to throw on second down. Wrong. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On second down, here's Rosen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Denzel Perryman coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third. The rookie Terry Rosen has the Cards on the move. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down. Roth forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Over!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Roth. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Roth. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Roth. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
To throw on 2nd down, Roth. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Over!
On 1st down, Roth, flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Roth steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Back to throw. Roth over the middle. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Sturgis adds the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Leopard!
They go to Johnson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive. Roth. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Roth. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Roth. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Roth. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Over! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Cardinals on 3rd down.
Detroit!
They've converted
Detroit!
3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Now Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Operating from the gun. Roth. Throw left side complete. It's Williams. The 20. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.